I fixed and flipped 4 houses in a row to prove you it's not luck.
Are you serious?
In the last 8 months, I fixed 4 houses and each house has more profit than one before. In this video, we're going to talk about how much I have made myself and my investors, what are some of the biggest lessons I've learned in the process, and last but not least, we're also going to talk about how you can make guaranteed return on investment with fix and flip. So make sure you drop the subscribe and let's get right into this video. But before I continue, you might be asking how profitable fix and flip is. In the last 8 months, I have made 25% cash on cash return on investment in 12 weeks per property by literally doing nothing. So let me exactly break it down how I did that. Essentially, I became a third investor on a fix and flip project and piggybacked developers and made 25% cash on cash return per property. That means I invested in 4 properties, so I made 100% return on investment in 8 months.
Truly ridiculous sums of money.
And yes, this strategy actually works if you know how to be in contact with the right person who is going to be developing the project. Essentially, third lien on the project is providing extra liquidity to become a part of the project and take advantage of guaranteed return on investment. This type of investment is called gap investment, where you as an investor are filling in the gap in the overall project cost and taking advantage of 25% cash on cash return on investment. Believe me guys, it is actually really simple and it takes absolutely no effort to get into this type of investment. And if you stick towards the end of the video, I'm going to cover exactly how you can find these developers and execute this strategy the right way. Number 2, let's talk about some of the biggest lessons I have learned throughout the process. Listen closely. You never want to make these mistakes. Number 1, do not invest your hard-earned cash. The reason why I said that is because your investment will be tied in for at least 14 weeks and you don't want to tie yourself into a personal debt. Although real estate is considered good debt, but you never want to use your own personal cash. You always want to leverage other people's money, typically at 0%. Second biggest lesson, if you are a beginner, then you never want to develop these projects yourself. If you are someone like me who was a beginner at real estate, then diving into an ocean full of sharks would be a worst idea to do. It's always good to leverage and piggyback a successful person or a successful developer who knows what he's doing so that you can learn the process yourself by being a part of the project. Number 3, you never want to be emotional about fix and flip projects, making it the perfect home. The reason why I said that is you're not in a business to make this home look beautiful, you're in business to make money. So keep that in mind.
I'm not into computers, I'm into money.
Never over leverage in real estate. You must understand that you always should add enough value to actually sell that house for 2 or 3 times multiple of the acquisition cost. That means that if you acquire a property for $200,000, only add enough value to the property so that you can sell that house for at least 2 times or 3 times the amount, which is at least $600,000. Don't get too emotional and go all into this project because you're going to over leverage yourself and you're going to sell this house in a loss. Number 3, you should be asking yourself how you can do this process with absolutely no effort if you have no experience and still make cash on cash return on investment. You can leverage 0% funding and invest into fix and flip project and become a third lien holder on the project as a passive investor and just fill in the gap of the cost of the project with absolutely 0 efforts. We actually get you funding at 0% and help you leverage into our own in-house project. You can even walk into the project and we provide all the documents you need to support your investment. That may include promissory note, JV agreement, deed of trust, and you also hold a original title on the property. That means without you, we cannot sell the property. And that's how safe we make it for the investors. Make sure you follow me for more real estate content.